I'm determined to show you what the G-Class is capable of, so I'm back in the G500 for some off-road challenges. Now, this is some pretty rough terrain, but it's actually a comfortable ride because of the new independent front suspension. While we still have the solid rear axle, the front now works independently from each other, making it very smooth. We now have a ground clearance of 27 centimeters and an approach angle of 31 degrees, meaning that mastering an incline of 45 degrees, no problem. All right, I'm shifting into neutral, so I can actually activate the low range. That'll give us a gear ratio reduction of 1 to 3, meaning that we have 1/3 the speed, yet 3 times the torque. So our wheels are going to be turning much slower. We have a shorter transmission ratio, which means that we're just going to have much more control at slower speeds. All right, we're reaching an area where we're going to need to lock in our diffs. And we want to do this before we actually reach the obstacle because you don't want to do it when the wheels are spinning. And if we do, it's a maximum of walking speed, and that's it. Now we have 3 differentials to choose from. First, we gotta lock the center diff. That's gonna send the power to both the front and the rear axles. And then we have the rear differential lock. That's gonna send the power to the left and to the right at the same time. Same thing with the front axle, which we're gonna need for this particular obstacle. All right, now we wanna approach very slowly and very steadily. You don't want to have too much momentum or you're going to lose traction and stability. And if you don't have enough speed, you're not going to make it over the obstacle. So momentum is definitely key here. You don't want to steer too much or you're going to get yourself in a position that's very uncomfortable. So minimal steering input. Okay, now before approaching the top, what's cool about this car is you can use the camera surround so you can actually see what's up there instead of just looking at the sky. All right, now we've made it over the obstacle, everything is good, and I like to unlock my front diffs because what's happening is that when you make a turn, normally, you have a tighter turn on the inside and a longer turn on the outside. So when you lock the diffs, they're turning at the same, so it makes it a little bit complicated, so I just like to disengage them. Are you ready for the descent? Because this is pretty cool. The G-Class can drive down unwalkable hills nice and smooth. All you gotta do is put it into manual first gear and the car will do engine braking for you. So my feet are not on the pedals, I don't have to control it, it just senses when it needs to stop. If you feel a little uncomfortable and need to slow down more, you can always put your foot on the brake pedal and create a nice braking wedge and work on your own speed, just like so. Look at that. I can trust the car. Look, my feet. I'm not even touching the pedals. It's just doing it for me. It's crazy.